who the number one guy is at quarterback. How's that shaping up?
Yeah, I mean, what we're going to do is just continue to work and rotate those guys. I mean, we're nowhere close to making a decision on that, and not set a time frame on it. Just trying to get guys, knock the rust back off, get back in the groove of things, and that's what we've been able to do over the last 3 days. Excited about our progression, excited about where we're at right now. Just understanding-wise, execution-wise, and the direction we're headed.
You look at the fact that you've had Chris and Brett both in this system longer than any other quarterback here. Does that kind of give the advantage to them, Blake coming in?
Yeah, it's definitely beneficial, and I'll tell you what plays into Blake's part of it is that those guys have done that. So you're getting a lot of right around him, okay, and that's advantageous to everybody, but especially to Blake. Blake just coming in at the time he did. But yeah, it's very beneficial to those two guys that they know what's going on. They sit there and watch, Quentin do it. We're obviously in all the meetings and practice, so they've got a lot of reps out of it. There's a good base there. We just got to continue to build on that foundation.
How do you work with the two rookie quarterbacks? You got 5 scholarship quarterbacks. Is there a chance for them to get any kind of reps at this point?
Yeah, right now we're really just focused on those, Chris and Blake and Brett, and just continue to develop those guys. So those guys got reps today. I mean, they go through all our drills. You just know and understand that those guys, their time's going to come, and right now really doesn't happen to be it. But it's always continuing to develop with those guys as well as with all of our young guys. So, we do a great job, and Coach does a great job of rotating and making sure our guys get reps, and those guys are being taught and learned. So you create that base and foundation with them, working towards the future.
I don't know what your philosophy is on this. Are you averse to using 2 quarterbacks in a season or rotating type thing?
We just got to see what happens. We had success with it at times at places I'd been, but we just got to go see what works. Whatever helps us win on Saturday is we're going to be willing to do.
Coach, this is a run-first offense, isn't it?
It just depends the day, and it just depends what we're getting on the other side of the ball. I mean, we like to come downhill with the football, but we've got some talented guys on the edge, and we got some guys that can get the football out there as well. So, again, whatever helps us win and gets us a win on Saturday is we're going to do.
No matter what quarterback it is, it looks like you got a ton of playmakers at receiver, tight end, running back. How pleased are you with the talent pool that you have to work with?
Yeah, very excited about those guys. Those guys have grown over the last year. We got a couple incoming guys, and same with those guys. It's really advantageous for the young guys that come in because they're getting to see guys do it right on tape. They're understanding, they're hearing the language, all right, the fundamentals of technique, and those guys are holding the older guys are holding the young guys accountable to doing it correct. So that stuff's been really beneficial to us. There's a lot of talent over there at receiver, at running back, at the tight end spot. So we've got a lot of really good players, and we've just got to continue to get better and work for an end product.
Coach, having a year under your belt, what's the one thing you feel you got to get better at?
We just got to be more consistent. You just go back a year ago, just being disciplined, eliminating penalties, and just continue to produce and be productive and get points on the board.
Coach, last year it seemed, and this is solely simplistic, you send in a play, trips right, spread, make a play, Flowers. It's not that easy, is it?
No, not at all. At times he did things that, because he's, pretty dynamic with the ball in his hands, but that's definitely not a call we had in the playbook. But what that guy was able to do is keep a play alive. That's what a guy like that with those kind of wheels, with that kind of vision, he can keep a play alive when maybe another kind of guy would have been sacked or whatnot. So he just brought another, dynamic to the game just because of what he can do with his feet and, threw the ball well as well, which made him who he was.
You have a 6'5" quarterback in camp. Does that change your thinking about doing things?
Not really. I mean, he's a guy, he's really athletic. That's the thing about Blake that has been a pleasant surprise when he got here in the summer. I mean, you see tape on these guys in high school, the little bit of college film that he had, and then you get him in person, you realize he's that big. He's 218 pounds, and he's very athletic with the ball in his hands. So, the height deal doesn't really, concern us at all. He is athletic. He can extend plays with his feet, so, makes him a dual threat guy as well.
Bulls fans have been waiting a long time for a tight end to really break through. You've got a guy who's capable of being a key cog. Can you just talk about what Mitch can do this season?
Yeah, really talented. The thing about him is I really love his leadership right now and his work ethic. His body's changed through the summer. He had a great summer. He's got a great attitude. He's got great leadership about him in that room. He spends a lot of time in the receiver room as well and with the O-line and running back, so he's in multiple spots and people are feeling his presence, and that's something we're going to continue to get from him. We're real excited about that guy, obviously this year, but 2 years down the road. We know he's a dynamic guy, just like I heard him talking about. He can not only block, he can get out, he can one-on-one somebody and get a mismatch. So, with a guy like that, he's rare and he's special. So we're really excited about him and utilizing his talents.
You had the two backs last year. Down the running back chart.
The thing is, you like that stable to be full. You don't ever really want to look over there and there not be a ton of running backs. I've been different places before where you get down, to 4 and 5. So, you want that room to be full and you want to continue to develop those guys just because of the nature of, those guys are in pass pro. They're running the, ball downhill how we run it. Those guys got to hold up for the longevity of the season. So, those guys are vital for what we're doing. So we're always going to have a stable of guys that we feel really good about.
One guy, receiver, wanted to ask you about Randall St. Felix. He makes a play every day, at least one. It was that case in the spring. What do you see on him?
Yeah, that guy's got an unbelievable attitude. He's got unbelievable ability, and he attacks every day. I love his work ethic. It's something he's contagious about how he works. His smile, the things he comes out here and attacks every day. That's spread in our room. All our guys obviously love him. We love him. He's a guy that's going to be exciting to watch, and obviously this season, years to come.
Good.